Hey, so in this video, I'll show you how to connect OpenAI API right inside Airtable without using any third-party tool, and you can generate any kind of content that you want. So for example, in this case, I have taken a term which is an insect names, and then their scientific names, and I'll show you how to generate a short bio for each of the insects and if they bite or not. So let's do that. At first, you'll need a script. So I already have the script here, and you can also get the script from this page. I'll add a link to it in the description below. So right now I'll be using the OpenAI. I'll click on here and then click on this copy button in the script section. Now I'll need a scripting extension. So for that you'll need to click here, add an extension, and then search for the scripting extension, which is this one. So just click on this add button and it will add the extension. Yes, extension is added, and you can just paste the copied script and your work is done here. So you can click on this finish editing and you can expand it if you want, and you just have to put the view name, select the table, input prompt fields, output fields, your OpenAI API key, which model you want to use, the temperature, max tokens, system prompts, and you can then just click on this run button and it will start generating. So let's do that. At first, I'll need a prompt column, right? So for that, I'll create a formula field and I'll write the prompt for the bio. So I have already written that actually, and this is the prompt. Write a 30-word plain text bio for the insect, and this is the insect name, which is this, with scientific name this. Do not provide anything else in the output. And when I can name it something like bio prompt, right? And then you can see that the prompt is generated. For example, if I click on this, write a 30-word plain text bio for the insect garden spider with scientific name this. Do not provide anything else in the output. So we have the prompt filled. Now I want the output in the field called bio, right? So I clicked on here, and a field, blank field, I'll leave it as blank for now. And then I'll create another prompt to know whether they bite or not. So I'll create another formula field. I'll name it something like bite prompt. So the formula can be something like provide a one word answer for does this insect bite humans. Provide only yes or no as the answer. And when I click create field, this is created. If I click on this here, provide a one word answer for does housefly Musca domestica bite humans. Provide only yes or no as the answer. You can see that. And now I want the output as single line text, and the name can be something like bite, right? So it's ready. Now let's set this section up. At first, you'll need to select the table where you're working currently. So you can see that I'm in the AI workspace table here. If there are multiple tables, it will show in the drop down, and you just have to select the one where you are working. Enter the view name. The view name you can get from here. If you have multiple views, maybe some you have applied some filters or some sorting or something like that, you can have multiple views and you just have to write the view name as it is. So in this case I have only one view, so I'll just write grid view from here, and let me minimize it. Okay, enter prompt field names, right? So the first prompt field name is bio prompt, so I'll just have to write that exactly as it is, bio prompt, and I want the output in the bio field for that, right? Then I have the second prompt, byte prompt, so I'll just write comma byte prompt, and then I want the output in the byte field, so I'll just write comma and byte. Now you need your OpenAI API key, which you can get from here. I've already created the API key and I'll just paste it here, and then select the OpenAI model. For that, I'll just use the GPT 4.1, which is the latest and best for these kind of tasks. Enter the temperature. Normally 0.7 is good. It's balanced output. enter max tokens, but you can keep it as 1000 because it's already mentioned in the prompt that 30 word output you want. So even if you mention 1000, it's only going to use maybe 100 or maybe 200 tokens. So enter system prompts. In this case, I'll just write be precise, do not provide any additional commentary apart from what is asked. Something like this. You can be as detailed as you want. You can mention that be casual, formal, technical, short, details, and a lot of things, as you can see here. So yes, it's done. And now I'm ready. I'm just need to click on this run button and it should start generating the outputs. So let's run it. It's saying that processing row this, and I think yes, you should see the output here. And then if it bites or not, no, you can see it's generating like very quickly. Let me open one of it. The common wasp is a yellow and black social wasp found in Europe and Asia, known for its painful sting and role in pollination and pest control. Okay, and it's done. You can see that successfully processed all records. And if, for example, if you don't like this output, the Acrobat Ant one, so you can just delete it. You can, mm, if you want to adjust anything, maybe use different model or something, you can just maybe use GPT-4o and then click on this run button again. And now it will only process this one. It will not process the rows where the output is already generated. You can see that this time it was generated using the GPT-4o model. You can click on this setting icon again, and then if you are not happy with the output, you can adjust your temperature a little bit. You can use different models, maybe O3 or O4 mini. So for example, let me delete these two outputs and let's generate these with the O4 mini model. So O4 mini is a bit costlier than the GPT 4.1, and in most cases you will be using the GPT 4.1 model, which is the latest and the best for these kind of tasks. So this is generated using the O4 mini model, right? This seems good. And then again, this is using the O4 mini model. And there are no limitations. Once you click on this run button, it will keep generating for hundreds of rows here. And you can have multiple columns. For example, right now I have only two prompt columns and two output columns, but you can have maybe 10, 15, 20 prompt columns and 20 output columns. And when you click on run button, it will start processing row by row and it will generate the content for each column that you have. Yeah, and if you want to get the script, you can get from here. And after getting the script, you will receive this page that you're seeing here. And you'll also have scripts for other things as well. For example, Claude, Gemini, Perplexity, and DeepSeek, and a lot more the future models I'll be adding here. So hope this helps and see you in the next video.